Okay, so could you just tell me who you are and where you're from?
My name is Rich, here from Leefest, which is Bromley in South London. Happens once a year during the middle of August, and we have a jolly good time.
And how long have you been going now?
This year coming up is going to be the 5th year of Leefest. The 4th year we just had, we just doubled in size. It was a phenomenal year. I don't think we've ever had anything like it. Contrary to the kind of way festivals are going, we were actually doing quite well. So it feels such quietly smug around all these people. But we're having a good time, and we're still not too stressed about it all. So 5th year coming up next for Leefest.
And do you have ambitions to get bigger and bigger, or are you happy with
I think what's happened with Leefest is the path out in front of us is, I mean, we can't see the end of it, but it's tiny pigeon steps. We evolve in proportion, and we don't want to get too big. We don't want to run the risk of losing our festival entirely. It's very much our baby, so I know a little bit bigger, but we still want to be intimate and a friendly atmosphere, not too big and too far away from the stage or whatnot. Yeah, it's cool then. Yeah.
So how did you feel? Because I saw you sort of stand up and talk in the last session. How did you feel about the sort of talk about? How do you feel about the future of festivals?
I found the last talk. I mean, we didn't really get into the. We only touched the surface on the future of festivals. I think the problem with things like this is open to debate, and there's not a contradiction about it. I can take everything that these guys say as as gospel, and that we need to cut back on mobile and multi-platform stuff. It's going to lose our money, but it's unpredictable. I think the music industry is going to dictate where the festival industry goes. We have to focus more on entertainment. I think we need to focus on our festivals, and the bands are separate to that now. And we really want to focus on our product being as good as it can be, regardless of our lineup. That's always going to be there, but our festival is always going to have its own identity, regardless.
Yeah.
Cool.
The band sort of comes first.
I think for us, really like the atmosphere, the style, the setup. We look for the kind of bands that are going to fit that setup rather than build our festival around the rock bands, etc. So it's a little bit a different model, but who knows? We'll if we're here in 2 years' time, then maybe it works. I don't know.
and you mentioned mobile technology there.
Yeah,
How important to you is things like phone coverage and whether people bring their phones?
It's going to be pretty paramount in the next couple of years, I think. For us, the reason why we're here, the reason why we're nominated for the awards later is that we could get back in contact with all the people who came to our festival, who've seen videos of our festival since, and have this reminding kind of positive memory of our festival. And that wouldn't be possible if we didn't have a database and we could have this immediate connection with people and be in the palm of their hand or the end of their fingers. So yeah, I think it's really important. I don't think it'd be underestimated. I think we just got to be creative, like we were with festivals before now, how we can all use it differently and not just take the technology to it. So, yeah.
And is speed of the essence? Is it a chance of actually doing it while you're at the festival these days?
We tend not to interrupt our day for our people turning up to the festival that much with things like technology. I think you opt into that or you don't. Maybe it's not a good thing to impose on top of people. Very much before the festival, it's a great thing to get people excited, and afterwards we like to archive it and really memorise our branding people. So not so much on the day, no.
Okay, but if a bit of technology came along that basically you could get something. Like the audience would feed into something whilst the festival was going on, and
simultaneously with the day itself.
Yeah.
I'd be careful about that. I wouldn't want people who weren't as up with technology to feel excluded because they couldn't connect with it or they didn't have. Basically, technology goes with class. It goes with a certain education, a certain computer literacy, and we don't want to exclude people. So you've got to be different. You've got to be careful with that, I think.
Okay. So what have we got to look forward to next year? What's
next year? Well, I think our main focus is the most intense research into how we can decorate our site to be more like where it began, Lee's Garden, hence Leefest. And I think what's going to happen is our site's going to be one of those strangely decorated, but one of the most interesting, and hopefully it keeps your attention span going. I think for next year, we finally realised that we can do it, and we can really provide something original. We hope it's going to be even funner than this year, but who knows, Fingers crossed. It's always touch and go.
Well, best of luck with it.
Alright, cheers, mate.
Cheers.